Ever wonder why we never see headlines like "Psychic wins lottery"? No? Well, if you start to think about it, it's quite a head-scratcher, isn't it? Moving on, have you ever noticed how some people seem to be naturally funny? They're the ones who always have a joke or a funny anecdote to share. And speaking of anecdotes, here's one for you. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. But let's not be too harsh on atoms. At least they're not as unpredictable as the weather. Now let's dive into the world of relationships. You know, they say the key to a successful relationship is communication. And oh yes, also making sure the trash gets taken out on time. And speaking of communication, have you ever noticed how men and women communicate differently? Women communicate face-to-face while men, well, they communicate back-to-back. They're busy watching the game, you see. And then there's the classic question. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. Now that's a successful career if I've ever heard of one. Ever wondered why we tell actors to break a leg? Because every play has a cast. Now that's a plot twist for you. Now this one might tickle your funny bone. Why don't we ever see elephants hiding in trees? Because they're really good at it. Bet you didn't see that one coming, did you? And speaking of animals, why don't some fish play piano? They're afraid they might hit the wrong key and wail. Now that's a musical blunder you'd want to avoid. And finally, for those who love a good play on words, what do you call a snowman with a six-pack? An abdominal snowman. Now, as we wrap up, remember the psychic who should have won the lottery? Well, it turns out they did win. But they lost the ticket because they didn't see that coming. And with that, we've come full circle. Till next time, keep laughing, and remember, a day without laughter is a day wasted.